It's a conversation I never wanted to have with my son, Jonny. It's a conversation I hope adoptive parents never have to have with their children. But it is a conversation you need to be prepared to have. Will my adopted child be okay? What will their future look like? Where did I go wrong? Hi neighbor, I'm Tim, an adoptive parent and adoption mentor. If you're a struggling adoptive parent searching for answers in your parenting journey, you're in the right place. I teach Christian adoptive parents how to be okay even when their kids aren't by anchoring them in biblical principles. Anchors of hope and healing are on the way. Today marks a change for this podcast. We're pivoting from anchors of encouragement to adoption struggles and support. One of the reasons for this name change is because of conversations I've had with you, adoptive parents who have told me you're struggling, you need support. You have questions running through your mind like, will my adopted child be okay? What will their future look like? Where did I go wrong? I understand the fears running through your mind because I've been there. I also want to make this podcast easier for other adoptive parents to find. Anchors of encouragement aren't going away. I'll talk more about that in a future episode. Today I want to share with you one of the struggles I went through during my parenting journey. It's a conversation I never wanted to have with my son Jonny. It's a conversation I hope adoptive parents never have to have with their children. But it is a conversation you need to be prepared to have. This is a conversation I learned about when my son Jonny was in residential. During his time there, we were allowed to visit on specific days. They called those parent days. When we came to visit him, and before we could actually see him, we participated in what were called some training workshops for the parents to give us the tools that we needed to help navigate these challenges. On one of those visits, the counselors shared with us something we needed to hear, a principle they encouraged us to put into practice. All of the parents present at these sessions wanted what was best for their children. That's why they were there. Unfortunately, not all the children were going to take the things they were taught and apply them in their lives to heal their broken hearts. It's a long road. It doesn't happen overnight. In those cases where a child starts to revert back to bad behaviors, this is the thing that the counselors told us that would help us navigate these challenges. Whether your child is okay or not, you have to be okay. That's a hard thing to hear. And just saying it now, it breaks my heart because I remember hearing it that day and thinking, well, I want him to be okay, but what if he isn't? I couldn't let him bring me down or my wife down or my other son down. I needed to be okay even if he wasn't. It's a conversation that unfortunately I've had to have with Jonny on more than one occasion. The conversation went something like this. Mom and Dad love you. We want what's best for you. We want you to be okay. But I want you to know, whether you're okay or not, we are going to be okay. That's hard to say to a child. But it's important for them to know. For them to know that you want what's best for them, and you want them to turn things around. But they're going to have to do the work on their own. You can't do it for them. And you will be okay whether they are or not. This is a statement that I have shared with other adoptive parents. One of the reasons I'm sharing it with you today on this episode is I have discovered the effect it has had on other people. I know how it has affected me, and it has put me into a mindset to be okay whether my son is or not. As I've shared it with other adoptive parents, they have told me they've shared it with friends of theirs who are adoptive parents. It has helped them to navigate the challenges of this journey. Well, you might be asking, how can you be okay if your kids aren't? I mean, it tears you up emotionally to see them make decisions that aren't in their best interest. It tears you up to see bad behavior when you know they can do better, when you know they have the tools if they would just use them. How can you be okay? First of all, I want to be brutally honest with you. It's not easy. I've been setting the table for this discussion over the last several episodes. As I've talked to you about my words for the coming year, again, my main word is the word practice, and off of that word, I have the word regulate. Those are things that have helped me, especially the idea of practice, putting into practice those things that help me be okay even if my son isn't. Those are things I want to share with you in future episodes to help you understand how to navigate the challenges of your parenting journey. I want to show you things you can put into practice, show you ways you can regulate yourself. It all starts with a decision. You have to decide to be okay, even if your children aren't. Let's get to your daily doable. I'm not going to dig any deeper into this concept today. I want you to sit with this phrase. You have to be okay, even if your kids aren't. But for your daily doable, I want to encourage you to share this episode with another adoptive parent. It's important to have conversations like the one we're having today. It's not something that's easy, but it is doable. I've been able to do it, and I want to share those ways with you, and you can help me reach other people by sharing this podcast with them. Can you be okay even if your kids aren't? Yes, you can. That's all for this episode. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, this is Tim encouraging you to do what you can now. I hope today's episode encouraged you to face the storms in your parenting journey with courage and confidence. If so, would you please share this episode with another adoptive parent? It would also bless me in the mission of this podcast if you would take a couple of minutes and leave a review for the show on Apple Podcast. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now.